What's going on, guys? My name's Jeff. Most know me as TopRamen. I'm having a random day today. I'm going to put up, this is going to be a random video. Just completely random things off the top of my head I want to talk about. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:41 in the afternoon, and I woke up at 1 p.m. So, before you start judging me, I worked a graveyard shift last night, and I'm really tired. And I got killed right there at the beginning of the game. That sucks. Oh well, I'm going to pick up a kill here in a second. Yeah, I worked a graveyard shift, so I'm a little tired, a little wacky. So I'm feeling like a random commentary. Hope you guys enjoy it. What should I talk about? Let's see. Summertime. We just went on a road trip up to Reading, see our families. It was my wife's birthday, so we hung out with the family. That was fun. We had a little birthday party for her. It was hot up there in Reading. It was ridiculously hot, especially on the way back. It started to heat up in the car, and my truck AC's broken, so yeah, it got pretty freaking hot. It was like 104, 106 maybe coming down in the valley. Oh, for those of you who don't know or never been in California, the Central Valley can get super, super hot, and that's the route you take from Reading to the Bay Area or the Bay Area to Reading. You got to go through the valley, and whew, it's hot. Yeah. And let's see here, what else? This game, I go 50-13 in this game. And that's not a bad score. And I actually did have one thing I planned on talking about. I watched a commentary from a commentator I never heard before called Redneck, something like that. And it's pretty good commentary, actually. He was kind of complaining about the Call of Duty scene and things that he didn't like about the game. And the people, more so the people that play it, actually. He was saying that the thing that makes this game not fun is sometimes how the players act, and he was, of course, going on about the danger close, noob tubes, final standard, you know, stuff like that, and people that sit in corners can't wait for people to come by, and which all of that I agree on. It can get annoying. I'll just agree on that. It gets annoying, but at the same token, you know, they put that in this game. People bought this game. I think they can play this game however the hell they want. You know, I'm not going to be the Call of Duty police and sit here and tell people how they can and can't play the game. Like, you know, that's up to you. You know, that's up to how you want to do it. And yeah, I'm not the Call of Duty police. And one thing I didn't agree with was, well, I mean, I don't 100% agree with any of that. You know, like, people can play this game however they want to. But one thing he mentioned I didn't like was he said, you know, people, you know, the best players are the ones that are always going after objectives. Now, to some extent, I agree with that. You know, it's an objective, like this gameplay, domination. You're supposed to go after objectives. But at the same time, like, this game, I'm not necessarily 100% of the time going after objectives. And let me tell you why. The previous couple games, we were just getting stomped, completely dominated, and all I was doing was running and jumping on flags, you know, trying to capture A, B, C, you know, doing my thing, because that's how I normally play. But we just got completely annihilated, and I told myself, you know what, I'm not having fun, I'm going to change it up for this game, and it ended up being my best game of the day, so I'm uploading it. It's not how I normally play, but I had fun playing this way, so you know what, play how you want to if you're going to have fun, you know, play the way you want to have fun, because it's a game and you want to have fun. That's the meaning of it. It's not supposed to be a grind where you're like, oh god, I gotta jump on this flag again, I'm probably gonna die. Oh, there I died. That wasn't fun. You know, don't do that. Have fun with this. It's a game, for God's sakes. So sorry, Redneck or Zedneck, I didn't agree with that, but you know, let people have fun. Don't be the Gestapo of Call of Duty. But yeah, I do agree with him that some of that shit that he mentioned gets pretty freaking annoying. Like, if I'm on a kill streak and I'm doing really well, you know, and I'm like one away from a Moab or something, and I get killed by some dude sitting in a corner, yeah, that makes me pretty unhappy, I'm not going to lie. You know, and or some dude noob tubing, you know, although that doesn't happen so much in this game. It's more COD 4, well, wait, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, those games. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm tired. Graveyard shift. I mentioned that earlier. Oh, in one of my games I was playing with a subscriber. There's the words. You found him, Jeff. Subscriber, he asked me, are you ever going to put up pictures of yourself on YouTube, or, you know, on your videos? you're gonna put up a picture of yourself so people know what you look like, and that's something I've actually given a lot of thought to. So here's a picture of me. I'm just kidding. That's really not me. Yeah, I'm actually might put up pictures of me at some point. But I have given some thought to it, and I'm not sure, what I should do, because then you do this to gain, get views and stuff, and then, I'm not going to say that'll ever actually happen to me if I become popular or whatever on here. It probably won't. I just do this for fun. But in the crazy event that it did, and then let's just, put out there that somebody finds me on Facebook, and, I start getting crazy followers or something from my own personal Facebook, that would be kind of weird. I'm doing this for fun, not to be stalked on on social media. And look at this right here. I think this guy kills me. No, he doesn't. Never mind. That's later on. Never mind. Cancel that. Yeah, but if I'm like people, were to find out what my real last name is and everything, and they would stalk like myself or my wife on Facebook and just harass them, like that's something I don't want to happen. So by that token, I'm not gonna put pictures up of me just yet, but maybe I'll do live stuff later on if I ever do, in the crazy event that I do become popular on here, which I doubt will ever happen. So that answers that question in long and elaborative terms. What else did I want to talk about? Let's see here. Oh, I've always maintained, my wife, she laughs at me when I talk about this stuff, but I maintain that in the sports world, the sports writing world, mainly like the big sports networks like ESPN, they have a, I've always maintained they have a bias towards the East Coast, and I mean, a lot of people agree with me. Some people probably disagree with me on that, but I'm sure the vast majority will agree with me more, that sports writers have a East Coast bias, and it could be, there's a possibility it could be that's because there are more sports teams on the East Coast or from the Midwestern to the Eastern United States than there are on the West Coast, so there's more writing that goes on about them. I get that, but there are certain times when, like, let's say, this has never happened, but the Giants have a perfect season. The San Francisco Giants, they don't lose an entire game the whole season, and this is just a setup situation, but, things like this have happened where they have a really, really, really good season, or some West Coast team has a really, really, really good season, like this season with the NHL, the Los Angeles Kings, and just FYI, I'm not a Kings fan. I actually root for the San Jose Sharks because of regional stuff. I'm from the Bay Area, so I root for San Jose. This guy kills me in Final Stand. That was annoying. IZ Redneck. Yeah, you got that one right. Final Stand's annoying. But yeah, the Los Angeles Kings had a great season, and were people writing about them throughout the playoffs? Not a whole lot. The East Coast teams are getting written up about, and I think the Kings had a fantastic final playoffs. I mean, I don't think they only lost a couple games, and they didn't get written about a whole lot. So let's say the San Francisco Giants have a perfect season. They don't lose a single game. Sports writers will still be writing about how the Yankees are 5 games up on the Red Sox. They're still writing about it, even though the story is the Giants on the West Coast, or the Padres, or the Dodgers, or whatever, or the A's. Especially, people seem to hate on the A's. I don't get it. But yeah, it's just there seems to be an East Coast bias, especially with football. I mean, football, nobody was talking about the 49ers last season, and they ended up beating the shit out of the Saints. And Drew Brees had a terrible game. Alex Smith is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. And but I'm still not completely sold on Alex Smith, but that's for another commentary. But like, it's just, there's an East Coast bias. I swear to God there is. People will be writing about the Patriots, how great they are, if they have an 8-8 season, which is silly. So yeah, that's my rant on East Coast bias from ESPN and other sports writers, especially Keith Olbermann. Yeah, I just called you out, Keith. What are you gonna do, Yankee fan? Sorry, I dislike the Yankees. 27 World Series, they bought them all. Oh yeah, what was I going to talk about? I thought about it earlier. It's not completely random commentary, sorry. All-Star Game. Talking about the Giants. I know. All you Giants haters out there aren't going to like this, but yeah, East Coast bias. They can't avoid writing about Melky Cabrera, Pablo Sandoval, and Matt Cain right now because Those three were bosses in the All-Star game for baseball. A lot of people are like, oh, All-Star game, it doesn't count. Well, the winner gets home field advantage for either National League or American League in the World Series. So, yes, it does count, people. And Matt Cain threw 2 scoreless innings, only gave up 1 hit. I think he struck out a couple people. I'm not sure about that fact. But Melky Cabrera hit a 2-run homer. Pablo Sandoval hit a bases-clearing 3-run triple off of Justin Verlander, who I think is probably one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball, if not all time. The guy is legit. And Pablo hit a 3-run triple off of him. So, yeah. Oh, and anyway, guys, if you want to ask me any questions, do like a Top Ramen Tuesday series, send them to the email on the screen. I'm going to throw up there right now. This game is over. Let's see what the last kill here is. I don't even remember. Oh, yeah. This guy tossing here, laying down like a mouse. And then I ended up killing him, but it didn't count. That sucks. I hate it when that happens. Anyway, guys, this is Top Ramen FTW. Random commentary.